Hello and welcome to part one of my Singapore vlog series. This episode is going to chronicle my crazy long travel experience because I've never traveled anywhere this far away before. We actually left from Florida to begin with because I had gone to Tampa to see my ultimate favorite K-pop idol, which is Jin from BTS, and it was absolutely amazing. And about a day or so after the concerts, we flew out from the Tampa airport, and I think it was my first time actually in this airport. And the travel experience, we had to do this self check-in thing, and basically it was kind of simple. I don't think it was the worst airport I've ever been to. But yeah, so the flight was actually to Los Angeles. We had to go to Los Angeles before getting to Asia, and I just watched the Captain America movie, the most recent one, on the plane with some chips. Didn't really like the movie, not gonna lie. I love Captain America, but not my favorite Marvel movie. And then we flew into LA, and that airport was also, I think, a first for me. It was giving kind of bougie, the food and stores and stuff in there was all kind of expensive. I ended up settling on a banh mi sandwich for I guess it was a late lunch or something, and that was pretty good. I probably shouldn't have even tried to eat in the airport because they end up feeding you a good bit on the flight. So it was with Korean Air, and it was my first time with this airline. They partner with Delta, and the Korean Air experience was actually really nice. They give you a little kind of toiletry, toothbrush, toothpaste. They give you some slippers so you don't have to wear your shoes the whole flight, and also a blanket, but you don't get to take the blanket with you. And they're people that are working the flight are so nice. They will help you with your luggage and everything. And yeah, it was just a very unique experience for me because I've never been on an airplane this big, and I've also never flown so far away before. And they had a good bit of entertainment selection, so I was entertained basically the whole time. So for my fellow armies, they had a good bit of episodes of BTS in the Soup, and that is what I watched for most of the flight. And I will say the one con is where I was sitting, although it was a window seat, I didn't have an area to put a suitcase under a seat in front of me, which was kind of interesting because it was only two people sitting in front of me, and I was in a three-person row. It was very weird. So I was without easy access to my carry-on throughout the flight, but it's okay because we was able to get up and move around for the most part. This might be a silly thing to get excited about, but I was looking forward to the meals on the flight because it was Korean Air and I love Korean food, and they gave us for the first meal bibimbap with some fruit and some soup and a traditional Korean cookie. And the way bibimbap works is, you add your sauce and you mix it up. So, it took a little while to really kind of get it ready to fully eat. But I really like this because it has a lot of vegetables, just a little bit of meat, and predominantly rice. Also, the soda they had on the plane was this Coke Zero, and it said best Coke. And why did it actually kind of taste better than any soda I've had in other countries? But after that meal, it kind of got dark, so I cozied up with a blanket. I realized they had some good music selection, so I played Jin's album and kind of rested for a bit, and then they gave us a snack. It was probably only a couple hours later, I don't know, but it was this interesting kind of a pizza pocket type thing, and it was pretty good. I liked it. At some point, I decided it's time to watch more TV, and I saw they had the Festa stream from this year. Wait, not this year. Last year. with Jin, and so that was cool. Yeah, I know, it was kind of funny. I literally just come from Jin's concert, and here I was watching like basically another Jin concert. Now, would y'all believe they fed us yet again? So I wasn't as excited about this meal. It was some sort of like stir-fry beef with rice and vegetables. Honestly, I didn't hate it, but apparently everyone else in my family hated it. And they also had this like mixed bean corn thing that was okay. The other thing they served was mac and cheese, and I don't really like anyone mac and cheese but people from the Caribbean. So, but the dessert was also okay. It was like this kind of like raspberry mousse. It was giving cheesecake almost, but it was more light. Not my favorite. And then I looked and they had some more like BTS content, and I was thinking about watching more things, but we was getting close to reaching Korea. So I just put a BTS concert on that I had already watched, kind of just in the background while we were getting ready to land. And yeah, our like nearly 14-hour flight was through and we reached Korea, and I will be back with part 2 on the last flight